Welcome back. It is game 2 of the Western Conference Finals as the Los Angeles Lakers try to even it up against the Nuggets on the road. My two favorite picks are on the way. But first off, let's recap yesterday, although I'd love to speed past it because it was an 0-3 day. Look, I can't sugarcoat it. We have not got a good footing in the NBA playoffs this year. An 0-3 day definitely summarized that. Jason Tatum under 29.5 points. Naturally ends on the hook, scores 30 on the dot. I think his last 6 points were via the free throw line, maybe last 8. Not much we can do there. He scored 2 free throws with the last 30 seconds as the Heat won game 1. Then our next one, Robert Williams under 16.5 PRAs. If they make this line the same in game 2, you'll see me on the under once again because he ended with 21. I don't think he did really anything in the second half, and 11 of those PRAs all came off offensive rebounds. You saw the Heat dial in the second half, not allow those, and obviously Robert Williams didn't do a whole lot. So we'll see how second game comes. And then Bam Adebayo's under 17.5 points. I think he ended with 20 on the dot. I did not expect, a game that go with 239 total points, but hey, an 0-3 day, we're going to own it, and hopefully today the reads are a little bit better. We can go 2-0, and I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Let's dive into our picks. Happy Thursday. A big note, though, positive note, is my wife's birthday. I talked about that in the MLB video. Mrs. COS, it is her birthday today. Show her some love in the comments. If you are new, hit that subscribe button, drop a like too. My first pick, going to the guy on my shirt, the brow. I like his over. Anthony Davis, that is, over 24.5 points, minus 115 on BetMGM. Now, if you have to take this at 25.5, I honestly would play it there. Now, if you have seen us this postseason, we've been a part of the Anthony Davis roller coaster before. And what I mean by that is you normally see him have one good game, one bad game, one good game, one bad game. Well, if you were to look at the trend, he did drop 40 points in game 1, so you'd expect a bad game to come up here. But I think at the end of the day, when we saw him have the bad games, it was because the other defenses were able to game plan and take him away. We saw that obviously the first round against the Grizzlies, a very good defensive team all year long. Jaren Jackson Jr., other guys, they had great rim protection. You saw in the second series against the Warriors how they switched it up as they put Draymond Green on it, made him uncomfortable, made him take some tough shots he didn't like. However, I don't really see this Nuggets team being one that can really make Anthony Davis too uncomfortable, get him into looks he doesn't want to be. I mean, we saw in game 1, 40 points, but it wasn't just that. What we liked, 23 field goal attempts, 11 free throw attempts. Well, we can't guarantee he shoots, 11 free throw attempts. You can't predict fouls. What we do know is that the Lakers saw this matchup against Jokic and said, that's the one we want to target, and they went after it. Now in the fourth quarter, they kind of switched up their game plan, which we'll talk about in a second, but I think this is the Nuggets team that really can't make adjustments to stop Anthony Davis. You can't really put a smaller guy like Aaron Gordon on him because then you leave LeBron James being guarded by Michael Porter Jr. or someone else like that. And so at the end of the day, I think Jokic is going to have to guard Anthony Davis, and I think this is going to be a matchup they're going to look at to try to target because Anthony Davis can go at Jokic and pretty much score at will, get to the looks he wants to be. Jokic, obviously a decent defender, but he's not going to try to get into foul trouble, not going to contest a whole lot of shots. He had a couple blocks in game 1, but still, Anthony Davis is going to get to a spot to be able to score. And while we can't predict he shoots 23 times, I'm confident he shoots a good amount. Now, prior to the fourth quarter in that last game, Anthony Davis did have 31 points going into the fourth, still scored 9 points. But in that fourth, we saw them again switch it up. It wasn't really running a ton through AD, but he still scored 9 points in the quarter. It was more so trying to expose Jamal Murray on the defensive side of the court. And I imagine you see them attack that angle. And we're going to see Jamal Murray either be double teaming whoever they're trying to set the screen on, or we're going to see Jamal have to go one-on-one against someone. So I think that maybe we'll see Anthony Davis get some open mid-range looks, some open dives to the hoop, easy dunks and whatnot. But at the end of the day, this is Anthony Davis. He's capable of scoring 25 points on any given night. We know how good and talented he is. Drip drop 40 points. And while I don't think he drops 40 points again, I still think he can get you 25 points, especially with an advantageous matchup. The Lakers obviously trying to avoid going down 0-2. So they're going to play Anthony Davis a lot of minutes. And while LeBron likely sees more than the 16 field goal attempts he saw in game 1, I still think Anthony Davis is going to cut closer to 17, 18, 20 field goal attempts. That should be enough against this Nuggets team that doesn't really have an answer for him. So hopefully AD continues to roll in this game. We'll take his over 24.5 points to my first play of the day. Now, on my second play of the day, we're going to go towards more of an under, and it's going to be Jamal Murray. I like his under 31.5 points plus assists, minus 104 on FanDuel. I considered his PRA under at 35, 36.5, but at the end of the day, he's probably going to need a lot. He's probably going to have to go under this in order to go under that PRA line. Now, if you were to flash back to game 1 of the series, we actually took Jamal Murray's over, this identical stat. We took his over 30.5 points plus assists, and he treated us really nicely. We appreciate it. But we're going to root against it tonight. And while no one likes to bet unders, and while yesterday all unders was an absolute L, I think this is a good one here because I don't see this game being, 256 combined points. It was one of the highest scoring non-overtime conference finals game in the Western Conference they've ever seen. So I think Jamal Murray is going to be due a little bit of regression. But like I said, in game one, he shot 12 for 20, 60% from the field. He had 11 assist chances, only converted about 5 of them. Maybe he sees a couple more assists today. But the Nuggets are a team that put up 132 points. I mean, at the end of the day, there's a couple things I'd be surprised about. Well, number one, if Murray shot 60% from the field. And number two, if the Nuggets scored 132 points again. This is the Lakers team that gave up a lot of points in transition, where the Lakers are going to try to focus more defensive energy on, but also they're going to just try to slow down this game. I don't think the Lakers want to get into a track meet like they did in game one against Nuggets. That's the Nuggets bread and butter. Getting Jokic more possessions. Jokic having one of the most efficient seasons in NBA history. They'll take their chances if it's a track meet. So they're going to see the Lakers try to slow this one down a little. And like I said, this is Murray. He's due a little bit of regression. 60% from the field. I think some regression's coming. We saw in that game, that was actually his first 60+% shooting game in the postseason so far. And if you were looking at Murray, shot above 50% or better in 5 of 12 postseason games. Now, in games that Murray shot above 50% from the field, he's going to hit the over pretty much every time. He shot 36, 35, 43, 40, and 45 points plus assists in the 5 postseason games. He's shot above 50% from the field. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist for me to tell you if Jamal Murray's knocking down his shots, he's going to go over. However, in the other games where we've seen him not shoot well from the field, we saw him shot below 50%. We've seen him end with 32, 27, 24, 18, 37, 25, and 30 points plus assists, going under in 5 of 7 such games. Worth noting, Murray not shot above 50% from the field and back-to-back games all postseason long. This is obviously, we always talk about law of regression. Some guys are going to have good shooting nights. They're going to come back and have bad shooting nights. This is the Lakers defense that obviously didn't show up too well in game one. They're going to play with a lot of heart on the line here, especially trying to go down, avoid going down 0-2. I think they come out here and play pretty tough. Now, Dennis Schroeder likely remains in the lineup. Will D'Angelo Russell come off the bench? Who knows? But either way, expect to see Rui Hachimura out there a lot. And I expect one of the bigger reasons that they're going to make Jamal Murray work on the other side of the court. We saw in the fourth quarter, the Lakers were strictly targeting Jamal Murray, trying to get him into either going one-on-one against LeBron James in terms of playing defense against him, or just making him uncomfortable on defense. And that's going to lead to probably him getting tired out, and maybe his legs are tired on the other side of the court, and the jumpers are short or not falling. That could also happen. So at the end of the day, he also had 5 personal fouls in that game. And if he wants to go one-on-one on LeBron James, normally not a guy that takes a lot of charges, Jamal Murray, that is. So LeBron's just going to bulldoze into the paint and do his thing. So could we see Jamal Murray get into foul trouble again? Yes. But also we could see just Jamal Murray not knock down his shots like he did in game one. And I'm fine. I'm very comfortable fading Jamal Murray coming off a big-time game. Obviously, we saw him have a big-time game last series against the Suns. They made some adjustments, and he clanked it up in the game 2. Could that happen again here today? It wouldn't surprise me at all. Jamal Murray, this line is a tad high. I know game 1 we took the over, but I think it's a little too high, and I think there's regression coming his way. We appreciate him for hitting the over in game 1. We're going to have to fade him in game 2. We'll take his under 31.5 points plus assists. Like I said, individual line, I do lean his under 25.5 points. I think that was the line that they had. So I think there is some value there on the assists, because I don't see him dropping, 7 assists today. But still, it's going to be a lot of jump shots. Not going to be a lot of, open or drives, the hoop lay-ins and stuff. So Jamal Murray's going to have to be efficient jump shooting. He already did it once this series. I don't see him doing it twice back-to-back games. The Lakers will obviously put some hard defense on him. So give me Jamal Murray's under 31.5 points plus assists as my second favorite play of the day. So those are my 2 favorite plays. You're going to have Jamal Murray's under in points plus assists, Anthony Davis over 24.5 points. Let's have a great bounce back day. Let's go 2-0. Let's start to win back some of our units. You've seen us bounce back time and time again. I know the postseason has been great to us, but even when we got one on a terrible run to start it, we bounced back and had a pretty hot run. So some wins are coming along. Hopefully we go 2-0 today, and I will see you guys back tomorrow for some more picks. I'll see you guys then. Peace.